Hello children, welcome to 4th module. In this module, we are going to learn about trends in the modern periodic table. Element shows some changes in the properties in the periodic table. These are called trends. Trends are measured in two ways, down a group and across a period. Let us study it one by one. As you know, valency is the combining capacity of an element. Or valency is the number of electrons lost, gained or shared by an element to complete its octet. Down the group it remains the same as all the elements are having same outermost electronic configuration. But interestingly, across the period, valency first increases and then decreases. Why you think this happens? If there are less than 4 electrons in the outermost shell, it is easy for atoms to lose electrons. That is why the valency first increases. Okay, let us see one example. That is sodium. In sodium, what is easier? To lose 1 electron or gain 7 electrons? Sodium can easily complete its octet by losing 1 electron from its outermost shell. Thus, its valency is 1. Same goes for magnesium and aluminium, whose valencies are 2 and 3 respectively. Next, look at phosphorus. It can complete its octet either by gaining 3 electrons or by losing 5 electrons from its valence shell. So, what does phosphorus do? Yes, it will obviously gain 3 electrons from some other atom to complete its octet. So in the same line, look at sulfur. Its valency is 2 and chlorine, its valency is 1. So if the number of electrons in the valence shell are more than 4, it is easier to gain electron to complete the octet. So we can conclude that valency first increases and then decreases across the period, but it remains the same as going down the group. Let us go to the next parameter, that is atomic size. Different atom has different sizes. Atomic size is the distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell of an atom. Children, atomic size is mainly controlled by two factors, that is effective nuclear charge and number of shells. But both these works in opposite ways. Effective nuclear charge is the measure of the amount of positive charge in an atom. It increases with the number of protons present in an atom. Therefore, across the period, though the number of shells remains the same, effective nuclear charge increases from left to right. This force of attraction pulls the valence shell closer to the nucleus. So clearly the atomic size decreases. This force of attraction pulls the valence shell closer to the nucleus. So clearly the atomic size decreases. As we move top to bottom in a group, the effective nuclear charge and number of shells increases enormously. Thus, here the increase in the number of shells dominates the increase in the effective nuclear charge. Naturally, the size of the atom increases. So in short, we can say that across a period, atomic size decreases and down the group, atomic size increases. Children, next let us discuss about another property, that is metallic character. Metallic character is the tendency to lose electrons. Children, in an atom, valence electrons close to the nucleus exerts strong attractive force over it. That is called effective nuclear charge. This prevents the valence electrons from escaping the atom easily. On the other hand, if the electrons are far away from the nucleus, it can escape easily. Therefore, across the period, metallic character decreases, but down the group, metallic character increases. Okay, next let us go to the next periodic trend. Here you can see 3 compounds of hydrogen. Children, we have studied that on going down a group, the metallic character increases. As we all know, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, these belongs to the same group. So we can conveniently say that bromine is the most metallic and fluorine is the least metallic. If they are reacting with the hydrogen, which one will pull the electrons easily from the hydrogen? Yes, that is clearly fluorine. This means in a compound, electrons do have a tendency to pull electrons from their partner. Down the group, electronegativity decreases. But what about across a period? Yes, of course. As we move from left to right, the electronegativity increases. So we can conclude that electronegativity decreases down the group and increases along the period. Once again, let us see all the trends we have discussed here. Valency remains the same in the group. It increases and then decreases across a period. The atomic size increases down a group and decreases across a period. Metallic character of elements increases down a group and decreases across a period. Electronegativity decreases down a group and increases along a period. Children, one more property is there, that is nature of oxides. Generally, metals are known to form basic oxides, while non-metals are known to form acidic oxides. So children, these are about the trends in the periodic table. Children, let us recap what we have learned today. Trends are change in the properties of the elements in the periodic table. Valency, atomic size, metallic character and electronegativity show different trends across a period and down the group. Across a period, atomic size and metallic character decreases, whereas valency first decreases and then increases, whereas electronegativity increases. Down the group, atomic size and metallic character increases, valency remains the same, whereas electronegativity decreases. Atomic size is purely controlled by two factors, that is effective nuclear charge and number of shells. Trends can be used to find the nature of oxides formed by an element. So, children, these are about the trends in modern periodic table.